Hello, everyone. This is Zafar Abandancewala, and you're watching Abundance Show on Global Abundance Organization Television, GAOtv. And today we've got Denali with us. How are you, Denali?
Hello, Zafar. I'm doing great today. It's a pleasure to join you. How are you
Thank you.
doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gracing my show. And who are you, Denali?
You always like to put me on the spot and ask me about my personal self when I'm so used to speaking on global topics or work topics. Who is Danelle? Danelle is many things. She is an empath and a creative person, an individual with a lot of goals and a zest for life that just doesn't stop. It's, an ongoing learning effort and constantly moving forward and being challenged. Did we lose you? I think your visual has gone off screen.
No, I'm just featuring you only, not a problem
You're
there.
featuring me.
Yeah,
Okay. I am
yeah,
the feature on the screen at the moment.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm, as we've discussed, I'm many things. I am many different fragments of existence and of learning and pathways and journeys. So is there anything specific that you want to know?
Lots of things, not only one specific. Okay, give me the all connect all dots. Right, I'm starting from right. This is 2026, May 2nd, and to your birth. Get me the all dots that gets you tons of energies.
The thoughts that creates my energy.
Yeah,
When it comes to getting myself energetically motivated, um, I utilize a lot of different thought ways and pathways. I tap into my creativity mostly, whether it has to do with the task at hand that I'm wanting to do, if it's artwork or writing, even cooking or working on educational experiences or opportunities to share with others. It comes down to how do I want to connect life with what I'm doing? What do I want to get out of the experience that I have at hand? So, if I am developing something to share with others, what do I want to see as the outcome from them? And I get very energized off of knowing that other individuals are going to have a good experience with something I'm working on. Today, I got up and I did a lot of the typical things that a lot of people do on a Saturday. You rest a little bit, you do some chores, do some cooking, and got up and completed some of those tasks. And then I did some cooking, and while I'm cooking, it's very much a meditation for me. The process of cooking, I work sourdough, I make bread. And so I make a lot of baked items from sourdough because it's a soulful experience for me to put my energy into the work and, getting out of it what I put in. If I put in good energy, a good thought process, a relaxed process, and taking my time and what I'm doing, then I'm going to have a good outcome. But if I'm rushed and unfocused and not really paying attention to what I'm doing, then I'm not going to have as good of an outcome. So, really that's what it boils down to, your task and what you want to get out of it, as to what you put into it.
Okay, Janelle, what's best you love about yourself?
Mm. The thing I love the most about myself is probably one of the things that I also detest is my resilience. I have a resilience to have the determination to figure out, overcome, combat any challenge that's thrown at me, and to have um, not just a good outcome, but a thriving outcome. And sometimes I wish I could just stand down and not be as motivated as I am. Um, but I think probably my resilience is the answer to that.
Wow, thank you. And what was the silliest mistake that you made in your teenage?
Mistake.
Yeah.
Mm, we all make mistakes, but I can't necessarily say that they're mistakes because pretty much everything is experiences. Um, and our experiences grow us into who we are. What we become, what we do, and
Okay, okay.
um,
Give us like three weird things from your teenage.
um, gosh, I don't know. I never really did anything too terrible as far as like making mistakes when I was younger. I I honestly can't give you an example of that because I was a spicy teenager, and I like to go out and do things, but I always follow the rules. And um, maybe I did drink some whenever I was younger, like at an early age, and so I feel like maybe that might have been something um, that I shouldn't have done. But I feel like all teenagers, I mean, I even experience it with my own kids, want to experience things that we see other people doing.
Any endeavors or any dangerous things you could have done in while you were a teen?
Dangerous things?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Driving too fast. Um, Probably going places that were not considered safe. I very much enjoyed going out whenever I was younger. I enjoyed dancing. And so we always had here locally a kind of an underground, I don't know if you're familiar with the term rave. If you have raves, dances, underground club dances. I very much love dancing and that type of scene, especially when I was younger. And so going to some places perhaps that may have not been considered safe, the dark alleys that you're not supposed to go in whenever you're alone.
Any of the memorable event in your young age when you were a teenager that you want to share with the audience?
I'm sorry, your audio was cutting out for a moment and I couldn't understand what you were
A-
saying.
any memorable any memorable event that you want to share from your teenage?
I had a lot of memorable events from being a teenager. We traveled very much whenever I was younger. Both my parents are entrepreneurs, and they were entrepreneurs from a young age. And I spent many weekends at racetracks where we attended like Grand Prix races, and I got to travel a lot. I got to go to New York City when I was like 14, um, and getting to go to New York and shopping at Macy's with my mom was probably one of the big memories that I have from when I was younger, like a core memory.
And what was the best song by them, the very famous one when you were a teen?
Oh gosh,
Can
the
you can you
best.
sing? Can you sing one, two, three songs, the
No, I
best
can't
ones?
sing.
When you were a schoolgirl, when you,
I can't sing. No, we had very much rap and dance music was very popular whenever I was younger, and I honestly can't remember um, exact names, but like the group NXS, Nirvana. I was very much into a lot of a very. I've always had a very wide palette for music, so all different kinds of genres. Um, but in that time, I was into more like rock and heavier like rock band music and groups like Nirvana, LA Guns. Oh my gosh, I honestly have forgotten so many of the names. But if you were to Google that era, it's pretty typical of the taste of music that was enjoyed at that time. I had a very
can you
very
sing? Can you sing any?
no. Not. I used to sing, but I really can't sing nowadays. I have experienced so many different illnesses in my throat that it has damaged my vocal cords, and I can't sing well anymore. I used to though.
How about the bullying in your say, school days? Were you ever bullied?
Um, there were a couple of times that I was bullied. Yeah.
And how since you're a resilient lady and
Hmm.
a resilient person, and you've come a long way, how do you how did you respond to that bullying, and how did you overcome
Um, you have to develop a very strong belief in yourself, and to the point that no matter what anyone else says about you, that you believe and understand who you are, and have self love for yourself. Like, no matter where you are in your life or what you're doing, what type of body that you embody, there's always going to be someone that's going to have something to say for you or against you. And so you have to just very much develop a core belief in yourself that it doesn't matter what other people say, that you have to um, hold that balance and belief in yourself that it's not going to affect you, that person who is doing the bullying, although yes, those types of things should be reported, and if it's in a circumstance, whether it's environmental or school environment or whatever, work environment. um, but when it comes to like your own personal way that you manage it, that you have to understand that most people who do things like that and express themselves that way towards other people, that there's something that's lacking for them. They don't have the there's something within them that they can't find for themselves that makes them react and respond to other people like that. So it can be a good way to understand things, but it also can make you I don't know, it can make you a little bit numb towards it, a little
it?
too
Yeah.
passive about other people's behavior sometimes.
Okay, I've got an acquaintance on since it's like we are living in the era of AI, and we are living in the era of abundance of connection. So
Mhm.
I've got a friend like yourself in USA, and she was a daughter to an ambassador in in China, and she was bullied
Mhm.
when she was, and she learned the language so well. Now she sings in the Mandarin language, in like Chinese language,
Mhm.
and she hosts the finales, the big shows, like they're like in Hollywood, there is always when there are awards are given, and like Oscars, and so she holds that to respond to that bullying. And
Mm-hmm.
oh, I mean, this is so amazing. And I want to feature her. Just she's busy these days, and
Mm-hmm.
I just want to feature her for this only one topic, just because I see lots of talent goes wasted. He, gem of the persons, amazing people with great intellect, and since they are low at self-esteem, or they lack self-love, and that's why they get bullied.
Mm-hmm.
And probably the parents don't train them, and they don't tell them when you have some, like, I mean, no, it's easier just because a lot of things are already there. So any of the experience in your life, or in any of your friends life, when then she got bullied, she was down, and then she just, yeah, became the story of resilience, and then she emerged and become something huge big, and then
Mm-hmm.
those who were bullying her or him, man, then, I mean,
Oh
any
yeah,
of the, yeah, any other story would you like to just,
yeah. I've experienced that. I mean, there's a lot of individuals that I'm the kind of person, then kind of either you love me or you hate me because number one, I'm always influencing for equal opportunities for humanity, and there's a lot of individuals that don't always want to see everybody succeed. There's a lot of individuals that talk down to try to keep other individuals from succeeding, and how it benefits them, I don't understand how not having other individuals succeeding benefits an individual, other than it just keeps other people in a lower spectrum of emotions and consciousness. They don't have the ability to adapt and grow, so why want other people to do it? But um yeah, I've seen and experienced that with individuals around me, and you have to you have to adapt and overcome. You have to, still wish them well and hope that they find whatever they are missing, that keeps them from being able to move forward and do what they want to do. But you can't let people like that hold you back. Um, you know, wish them love and move on.
great. Again, what is low self-esteem, and when you overcome low self-esteem with self-love, and where do we draw a line between self-love and arrogance?
I'd say it can be a hard one. Low self esteem comes from all different kinds of places. It can come from, anything from an experience when you were young. It can come from abusive circumstances and individuals that continuously try to tear you down or not build you up, or, help you grow. um, Low self esteem comes from society and expectations of the norm, whether you're labeled as something that is out of the ordinary, and whether it has to do with your physical physique, or how you speak, how you learn, or how you express yourself, your belief system. There's so many different variations um, of societal bullying, where everybody is supposed to fit in this mainstream box, and everybody does not fit in this mainstream box. And if you don't fit in that box, then that's grounds for bullying, or for um, you know being referred to as not an acceptable part of societal norms. It's
Okay. Okay,
It,
okay. So how about love and self-love? But before you respond to this question of love and self-love, I like to add your a few of your books just because you have already written 18 books, and I like to have a few words on three of these books. Like this, how about this book?
yes. So this is a new venture that was just published. I was asked to collaborate on this book with I think there's 22 contributing authors in all, and so this book was just published in the last few weeks, and it is authored by a lovely young lady that is actually Pakistani, and then her co-author Berta, who is a beautiful human being, and they collaborate together with Sparkle Magazine. And the book itself is a very broad collaboration of experiences from youth to adulthood and how a young woman can navigate this difficult part of her life that is considered something that is secretive and that you shouldn't express on, and it's difficult to ask questions about because it's looked at as something that is taboo. You know, it's one of those things that it's shushed. You know, because it's considered kind of a shameful thing to discuss. You know, but a lot of the topics in the book is also geared towards, you know, things that are politically related to it, not just from society, but how we are governed and controlled as women in a political sense that has to do with how we are treated with healthcare and such. So it has a childlike cover, but it actually has a very broad, expansive conversation within its pages from women that have expressed themselves in many different ways all around the world, from their first experiences to it has writing, poetry, it has stories, it has advice, and it's really truly something that every generation can take away from, like gain some sort of experiential knowledge from it that can help you with your feminine growth in your life, not just to do with your first period. Like it's a very generational connecting book as well.
Okay, and how about this? The
Hmm.
same one, huh?
Yeah, that is the same book, and that shows the two main um, publishers and then the co-authors beneath
And
that were
the
all.
co-author, one is Naila Bukhari from Pakistan.
Yeah, no, this one is Brida. Yeah, Brida and Berta that are in the two top photos, and then all of the women beneath are all co-authors.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, the next one is the
Yeah,
guest of
yeah.
Wild Heart. What's
The
this all
Gust of
about?
the Wild Heart. This is a book that is it's poetry and it's very much from the heart and soul. And um, the author Halal, he is very familiar with my writing and with my recitations that I do for authors around the world. And so Halal approached me and asked me to write the introductions and the dedications for his books, and I believe there's three in this series, and so this is one of them. And so um, it was just a nice opportunity that as author to author, I was asked to provide the dedication and the introduction for his books.
Okay, and how about rest of the 12 books? Namely, you have authored like 15 books, and
I don't know if we have that much time today.
I mean, it's we can. I mean, we can go to any length,
Um,
not a problem.
And you want me to elaborate on those?
Yeah, I mean, any
I
you can just give name or whatever you want to, and give us just a brief about this so that people know. Like I'm talking to a celebrity. I mean, this denial is not a. It is like people
just an
must know
everyday
about you. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah.
person.
Yeah, just show yourself.
Just an everyday person that just works hard for, for what she wants and to achieve the things that she wants. And but yeah, so there's about 20 books. I think that's what I have in my I keep a file with all
Two
of my
two
things.
zero, 2020.
Yeah, 20
Oh my goodness! I
20
was
books
just
that I'm published in, and they're all different. There's so many different types of books. And so one that I am published in is in Soviet Georgia, and it is a Georgian and English translation book. And so the author on that had requested that I participate in helping to translate, and so we did translations together on that. And that's the one that's called Upside Down. And on that one, there is a QR code on it. And so all of the excerpts throughout the book that are learning task have paragraphs with them. And so I recited um, all of the paragraphs. And so whenever you utilize the QR code, you can scan it and then you can hear me read all of the excerpts from the book.
wow.
That was a fun
And
one.
again, like books are like babies. I mean, you've got 20 babies. It's very hard. It's very difficult question. It's very hard to ask about any of the favorites. But if you can name three favorites
Oh, my favorites.
close to your
Um,
heart, I mean, you want to
the
talk
one
about those books or like,
Well, I have the ones that I did not send you. I have one that is a global change maker anthology that is written through um, its its title is powered by the Global Literary Society, and so it's an anthology of international
wow,
English poetry. And it's basically just like a global change maker. But
okay,
it expresses very much the humanitarian and the humanness of our venture, combined with the magic of all the other things that we are integrated and combined in our humanness. One of my other favorites is the Women Who Lead by Anila Bukhari. And that one is I have it pulled up here and I'll read it to you. And it says that Anila Bukhari, a Young World Leader Award holder and girls' education activist from Pakistan, is a strong voice against forced child
wow,
marriage. Anila began using poetry as a tool for change in July of 2016, writing and spreading awareness on girls' education and child marriage. And so that's her. I mean, she
it's
does
still
a
a,
lot. Yeah, that's the Upside Down.
and this was co-authored by.
Yes, that's the one that is co-authored with the teacher in Georgia.
Uh-huh. And what's this about?
That is the one that is the English Georgian translation book.
Uh-huh. And about okay, now this woman who led or who lead.
Lead, yeah, Women Who Lead.
Okay, and what kind of these women are? And this is Naila Bukhari and Zenita Mornado Jones. And Naila Bukhari is from Pakistan, Islamabad. And how about the second one?
Zanita, I honestly don't remember where Zanita is from, but she is from another
And
country.
are you in contact with this Anila Bukhari?
Yes, Anila is in Pakistan. Yes.
Okay.
And this is a tribute to women who are global change makers, and it has poetry and biographies and photos of selected women who are being recognized. And as far as I know, that one is um, going to be in the Library of Congress.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
And
I was
now
I was very
you're hiding, and you're hiding behind this
I
book.
have a physical copy of that book, but I don't have it here. It's in the other room.
Okay. And what's the name of this book?
And that is Moonlit Mavens. It is another anthology for global change makers.
Same. Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, this is the back cover. The Moonlit
Hmm.
Mavens. Wow, that's cool. Again, what's how about when you think about your books? How about the energies? You get a tons of energies. You feel special, and then this gets you the energy to execute certain things. What do you want to execute? What do you want? What do you want to accomplish?
It's there's so much that I've already done in the world, but there's still so much more that I can do. And there's new ventures that I'm working on, new things that I want to accomplish. There's still things that I'm working on currently. Educating myself, new work and career ventures, partnerships. Books that are being published, expanding my own like art and holistic practice into something larger. There's always a goal. There's always something out there that I'm like trying that I'm working towards. Um,
Now back to love life. I mean, if someone has it and another does not, what's the difference?
I don't think I understood the second part of that question.
I mean, there's like I mean, there are A and B, the two individuals. One is in love, and other is not. One is having it, and other is not. What's the
Mhm.
difference?
Being in love and being an individual, if you're an individual in love, it can, it can be very different for the same person. Like if you're like experiencing me as A and B, um, I'm a much happier, more excited person whenever I am in love and involved with somebody. When you are loved, I think that's the difference, is when you are being loved properly by someone. It brings this energy to you of healing and feeling, I don't know, like you're part of something more expansive. You can love yourself and be a well-equipped individual being single and being alone. I thrive very well alone. I don't have anybody in my life currently. I haven't for, I don't know, a while, maybe 6 months or so. um, but as an individual, if you were to ask me, I do very well either way, and I'm very good at thriving and succeeding and providing as a single woman. But when you are loved by another individual and you share that capacity to love, it definitely lights something up within you. Being in love and being complete with a partner can be very fulfilling, but it can also be very challenging. So,
Okay, have you ever been at a point in life when you needed nobody and you were all self-contained and it was, I mean, you were good enough for yourself?
I've always been pretty self-sufficient. Um, Currently, I'm very much in the state of that. Like I really don't have the desire to be in a relationship right now. I'm very self focused. I'm very goal focused. Um, but that's that's probably a whole nother conversation.
Then this, again, again, lady, what's that? I mean, that you look for? Like, I mean, a lady of your age, probably, if you know you, would,
And
would look
like in a
for,
partner,
yeah,
if
for
I'm
a partner.
looking, like if I'm actually actively looking for a partner,
Mm.
you know, for me,
You know, I am trying to be a matchmaker, and yeah, I'm seriously. I know lots of people all around me now, so
yeah,
I am just to start a matchmaking business.
that's
So
funny.
I'll find you a good guy for you.
Okay, okay, you got it. I am actually from a lot of life experience and relationship wise, I have found that I have become a person that I know exactly the type of person that I would like to have a relationship with. And so whenever, it comes down to it, the first and most important thing is honesty and, to have transparentness with your partner, to be able to communicate very openly about wants and needs and expectations, and about like literally anything, because your partner is supposed to be the person that is like your mirror and to be able to express yourself fully and with full honesty. But for me, it's important for them to know who they are, what they want in life, to have some goals. Maybe they already met all of their goals. A lot of people think that they, once they achieve their like highest expectations of their career or self growth or whatever, but there's always room for change. But just an individual that is open to adapting to change, who is has a little bit of selflessness when it comes to other individuals and humanity, and that loves, you know, not necessarily children, because I am not of childbearing age. I have two grown children who are almost 19 and almost 30, um, but who have compassion for other individuals and like who they are independently as an individual. Someone who loves to travel, who loves animals, who enjoys time out in nature, and an individual who is just really looking to enjoy life, and to be able to enjoy life. That's very important for me. I enjoy life, like no matter how much I have gone through in my life, and I have gone through a lot in my 49 years. Um, I still like my most important challenge every day is to find what you enjoy and what brings you joy and what brings you that zest to keep moving through adapting your life to growth. Very important.
Okay, Danelle, what's your routine on for normal days?
My
What's your
routine.
normal routine?
um I try to change things up a little bit, but I'm in a pretty standard routine in life right now. I work. I work a lot on my additional projects and goals and things. You know, that you get up, you get ready, you go to work. Um, Try and find things throughout your day that's not always work associated to enjoy. Enjoy people. Come home, take care of the house, take care of your kids, animals. Enjoy some good meal, and spend some time outside. And I try to sit outside a little bit every day. And but my schedule is usually pretty busy, and I don't usually have a lot of downtime. If I have downtime, it's usually filled with um, working on writing or my product line. I have I don't did you know I have an online store?
Wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I have over 400 products that are designed with my artwork and um, my
Wow.
photography and such. So I work on that a lot, and I work on writing. So I enjoy working. I enjoy being an entrepreneur. So I'm always
Yeah.
finding things to work on.
Wow.
But
And
down,
and
I enjoy
that's
rest
where
too, though.
and that's where you're making your life, like your breadwinning from comes from your online store.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
How much are you making from your store?
Currently, right now, there's not as much revenue as I would like. I am navigating how to develop and grow that as a privately owned entrepreneur because it is through Printify. And so I need to link my store to like Etsy and there's a couple of different avenues, but it's something that I need to sit down and like really like troubleshoot like here and there and where to go to like expose it to like traffic of individuals.
Would you want me to get you connected with some professionals so that they can help you out and doubling your revenue or maybe three times? Just because I'm working with exponential leaders, I can get you some lady who can take care of everything you're doing.
Yeah, the help is always wonderful. Yeah, there's a lot of things navigating technology that I am not good at, and so it intimidates me, and I'm learning to um, to expand myself a little bit more in that aspect of how to not be afraid that I'm going to mess something up and that I can't backtrack. And that's the thing is like being a being afraid of like changing something in like my settings or in the store that will affect, you know, I don't know.
That's
It's one of those things that, it's not a
that.
necessary fear because everything is fixable, but that kind of stuff intimidates me sometimes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, what you can do, you can send me your website and all social media profiles, so that I send same, and then you get some proposal, and then you can take
Thank
things
you.
from
I
there.
appreciate that.
That's cool. That's
I
what I do. I mean, I am a connector. I connect people,
am.
and I work like amplify the connections,
Hmm.
and that's I'm tuning into abundance, everyone, and myself too. So that's Global Abundance Organization. So
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
jigsaw puzzles. So this is all about abundance when these are all in place. So
Mhm.
it becomes a beautiful picture. And to me, the beautiful picture of the globe is everybody is living in collaboration, cooperation, and
Mhm.
coordination. They're helping each other, and there is no competition that I want to be like I don't want to win. The other people are losing. There can be win-win situation always. So that's my goal. I want to unleash abundance of health, wealth, and happiness. So
Absolutely.
if anything,
Likewise. Yeah.
anything gets you healthy, wealthy, and happy, so I am the winner then.
Yeah.
so
Well,
that's my goal.
I'm about to become much more knowledgeable in the technology world, though. I'm entering a new pathway here very soon. So
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you so much for today. So it was just a very casual meet and greet kind
mhm,
of podcast. So the next one is I want you to please get me the contacts of your co-authors.
Hmm.
I'll just reach them out, and you do also reach them out for some time coordinations, and then we can start working on your work and start featuring your story. That
Thank
what I mean the as a resilience denial
you.
and just start your probably this will be like I mean maybe 5 to 8 podcast would that will to cover your story. So
Yeah, I guess so. That would make me Danelle Resilience Wale, huh?
yeah, yeah. Why not? Yeah,
Are
that's
you
good.
have you heard the recent I can let the cat out of the bag a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Um I'm I mean you're familiar with Rayhan Academy, correct?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I
Yeah.
do.
You're
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Um
I
I'm actually
yeah. How,
I'm
I mean,
actually
how,
getting ready to go through the instructor educational boot camp with Rayhan Academy.
do that
I
honestly.
I am partnering with them to bring their educational resources to the United States.
I think I mean it's a transformational package,
Yes, I'm very
and
excited. I'm very, I've wanted to dive into learning more about technology, and so this is going to be a transformational experience for me and a very exciting partnership that's coming.
that's great. You know, we can talk a lot on that.
Yeah.
First, I really want you to go through that Rihan AI Teachers Training Boot Camp, and if you, yeah, I mean, take it. I'm so sure just because you're a writer of 20 books, so you've got all that patience that is required to go through this whole context, and then in the course will make you 10x. Yeah, just because I mean the our schooling is outdated,
Hmm.
and this is all obsolete. We are all if someone is so intellectual and such a gold medalist and so it's worth 1 GB, small chip. You got all knowledge in that 1 GB that one has in brain.
I know
So
my youngest son is a phenomenal technology individual. Like,
wow, do get them along also with your course.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, I would hope that he could learn,
yeah,
but he already is so very advanced. Like he already
yeah,
designs his own games and designs his own music, and he codes. He creates worlds. Like that's he was here. He comes. He's getting ready to come downstairs.
yeah.
I'm on a I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. What you gonna
he's
you,
amazing.
you, you can get him connected with Rihan's students,
Yes.
those who are doing same what he is doing.
Hmm.
Frankly, this will become phenomenal what he's doing.
Oh,
Just
his
because
the yeah, the experience within the academy. I have been, I've been involved with the students for a while. I've done many meet and greets and interviews, and I've worked with them a lot. Even outside of that. But the academy itself, the school, is something that is to be admired so much. Like it's an amazing it's amazing the way it functions. Like I've
what
only been
Rihan is doing. What Rihan is doing is phenomenal.
yes, and
It
there's
is altogether. It is first in one of his kind.
yes.
You know, he thinks as Elon Musk does.
Mhm.
He thinks like, have you heard of Peter Diamandis, the person, the executive director of X Prize and So he's founding chairman for Singularity University, and he is the owner and the main CEO of the Abundance 360.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where this whole my show Abundance show comes
Mm-hmm.
from him. And these are the guys like Salim Ismail, Imad Musa, and Gaum Muadat, Ray Kurzweil, Peter Diamandis for himself, Tony Robbins, Elon Musk. These are, uh, they are the people who are creating the future.
Yeah.
So he's also the one. To
Yeah.
me, he is Elon Musk from Pakistan,
Yeah.
and he is a phenomenal guy, phenomenal, and he has seen centuries ahead.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, he's one of his own kind. Rihan, he's such a visionary,
Mm-hmm.
and today, you know, how I know Rihan, it's been like 14 months now,
Mm-hmm.
and there is this whole time story. If you can take me on your podcast, then I'll let you know
Yes.
whole stuff.
I would love
But
to hear.
again,
He's an amazing individual.
yeah, if you want, it will require me around 5 hours
Mm-hmm.
to speak good about him.
Yeah.
I mean, to me,
Yeah.
I can only say to this context, he is phenomenal.
I look forward to when I can meet him in person, and have a real live conversation.
Why don't you come? Why don't you come to Pakistan and see him in person?
I have been asked a few times to come to Pakistan,
Yeah,
and I would have already, but it's so expensive to travel.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it
It's
is.
so expensive to
And,
travel.
look at I mean, nowadays it's petrol price hike is already
Yeah.
there.
Minimum,
Yeah,
minimum to fly to Pakistan from here is like $2,000.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I understand.
so expensive. But I do look forward to. I'm sure at some point in the future, I'm going to
And
land there.
yeah,
But
and I am yet to host the Global Abundance Organizations Summit here, Abundance Summit in Pakistan. So, if at all you happen to come to Pakistan, so I'll be happy to take you as a keynote speaker on Abundance Summit.
thank you.
Or else, if you don't,
But
I'll be honored to have you online.
I would
Otherwise,
be honored to participate. Yeah,
that's cool. Thank you.
yeah. I
Thank you
truly,
so
I
much.
truly, absolutely. I
Mhm.
truly wish to visit the schools there, though.
Yeah.
I've watched and have participated and, just been a little part of what they are from here, and I so much want to bring what they are doing here. It's needed, to
And
expand the educational system.
today we were in the session in the Silicon Valley people session. I mean, as I told you on fortnightly, and I was sending you the pictures also just because I were running late. One of the member there in Silicon Alliance group, he said today, he said, it's a shame, it's a shame that we are hiding knowledge from the generations, the younger generations.
Yes.
It's that the people who are dying with the knowledge in their heart and mind, with their soul, they're going to graves. It's shame for them that they are not sharing the knowledge. So what he
Yeah.
is doing is amazing. His all endeavors are, his all courses are online available. His
Hmm.
classes are online available on Facebook,
They.
all social media platforms are open. You
Hmm.
can just
Yeah.
anybody can
Yeah. Can
take
navigate
it
it.
for yeah
And
can take it for free.
yeah, and they're going to be
Anybody,
offering,
yeah,
in those practices. Yeah, there's
it's
going to be
only
like a
yeah,
free week trial. Like
yeah,
you can kind of
and
get a
and
taste of what the program's going to be. Yeah.
yeah, and it's only take little discipline, that one those who are really enthusiastic about learning about the new era, it's not about AI only.
No,
It's
it's not.
based
It
it's
goes,
based it's
yeah,
based on AI,
yeah.
but it
It
is not
goes,
only about AI. It's
no,
about critical thinking.
go beyond that.
It's about problem solving.
Hmm.
It's like X Prize.
Yeah.
You know what X Prize is doing? Are you familiar with X Prize?
I'm sorry.
Are you familiar with X Prize Foundation?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. It was founded by Anushi Ansari,
Hmm.
and it is here to solve world's biggest problems like energy, water,
Hmm.
climate change, or a lot of the things of the similar kind. And
Hmm.
they are giving millions of dollars as prize money for those who are generating the ideas, and
Hmm.
then those who are uh, actualizing those. Like, I mean, I'll give you one example. That's my enthusiasm also about that. One is in October 2025, in Abundance Summit on X Prize, one idea was about affordable living service,
Hmm.
affordable living as a service. Okay, so it was the idea is in $250 you'll
Hmm.
get housing, connectivity, mobility, food, energy. Five things for a month, $250. This is at the moment this is unthinkable, but they have proved it. It this idea has already won, and the $50,000. It's like no, this is this $50 million will be awarded to the person who make it to make it real, and this is possible. Look at upon energy is has gone renewable,
Hmm.
and look at the Airbnb about housing, and look at the look at what you call Uber
Hmm.
about mobility
Yeah.
and food. There are a lot of now services available on for the food. So it's and same is case with the connectivity. It
Hmm.
has gone cheaper. So it's about only number now. It's about time only. So I don't want to take a lot of the time. Thank you so much, Janali. And
Absolutely.
please give me, give me the message to the planet.
We always have a wonderful, interesting conversation. It's my pleasure.
And message to the planet, planetary message.
Oh, my message to the planet. That's to the planet. It's one thing if you ask me to give a message to you or just to, a handful of individuals, but my message to the planet. Stop living in fear. Go after what sets your heart on fire, whether that is spending time enjoying yourself and healing in the sunshine or taking your next step and meeting a big goal of yours. Whether it's doing something that is to for the betterment of yourself or for humanity. Just don't live in fear and quit being afraid of expressing your individuality, because the humanness needs your individuality and what you carry within you. There's always somebody looking for that, always. And just learn to be at peace within yourself and self-love, because starting with that expands so much for yourself and for others. So
Thank you so much, Nal. But I can't
thank
let you go. I mean, I would like to have advice for me also as founder of Global Abundance Organization and tuning everybody into abundance and unleashing abundance of health, wealth, and happiness. Any
you.
message or advice to me?
Oh, I don't know. You do a pretty wonderful job already. Make sure that you take rest for yourself. Take care of yourself, because what you do is important. reaching out and
Uh,
connecting with other individuals. Just make sure that you're taking care of you.
Thank you so much. And this word is so small. Thank you so much for being abundant lady, writer of 20 books, resilient one, and mother of two grown-up kids, and still lot you're looking for a lot of things to coming up. See you in our next podcast, and bye bye. See ya.
Take care.